If you're a methamphetamine addict, please stop and watch this video. Methamphetamine addicts in active addiction or in recovery. What's up, you guys? My name's Nicole Pludre. I'm a person in recovery. I did meth for almost 20 years, and it really fucked me up. And I love talking about how it fucked me up, and in hopes that I can help other people not be so fucked up like me. So I've been sober for almost 9 years. July 13th will be 9 years. For about 7.5, almost 8 of those years, I felt like I was dying. I felt like shit every fucking day of my life. Felt horrible. Depressed, lethargic, tired, no energy whatsoever. Didn't want to get out of bed. And so because I felt shitty, what did I do? I overate. I stayed in the house. I really didn't take care of my body. And food became a new addiction for me, which we'll get to that in just a second. The reason why I'm telling you guys this is because if you're somebody who has just gotten sober from methamphetamine, or you're thinking about getting sober, I really want to talk to you guys about the importance of exercise and diet in recovery. I wish that people had stressed this to me more than they had. I wish people would have literally sat me down and told me how important it was, because listen to me. I was suicidal because I was so fucking depressed, because I was putting so much food inside my body that was processed and shitty and nasty and not moving my body, and that made me feel even more depressed. Methamphetamine causes your brain to overproduce dopamine. So when you get off methamphetamine, your brain doesn't know how to produce it regularly, and you crash, right? You crash and you go into a deep, deep depression. And that lasts for a really long time after coming off methamphetamine, because you have taught your brain to overproduce dopamine when taking meth. So whenever you get sober from it, your brain is like, which way do I go? Which way do I go? And it takes a while for your brain to heal and start actually producing dopamine on its own at a rate that is actually helps you to feel better, right? Because you're so used to having it come and be produced in such large amounts that even when you are at a regular dopamine production amount, you feel tired, depressed, lethargic, no energy, right? Because what you are used to comparing it to is this like unobtainable amount of energy is what methamphetamine gives us, okay? Are you following me? So if you are getting sober from meth, I know you relapse all the time. How many of you guys are meth addicts? You've tried to stay sober and you just keep on relapsing. You relapse. Why? Because you have no energy, because you're tired, because you're depressed. Yeah, I know. We were the same person. That's why it's important for you to start day one, the day you get sober, eating healthy, whole foods, drinking plenty of water, and getting out in the sun for at least 30 minutes a day. Even if it's just a walk, you don't have to do like pumping iron or fucking hardcore cardio. Just like getting outside and walking for 30 minutes to an hour to be out in the sunshine and eating a diet with greens and vegetables and fruits and water and whole foods. I'm telling you, it will change your whole fucking life. Please listen to me when I tell you guys this, because I fucked myself up. I got sober and I hibernated. I hid inside the house. I was scared to go outside. I was scared to be around other people. What if I run into my drug dealer? What if I run into my old using friends? And it really, really, really worked against me. If you want to heal your brain and heal your body and feel better while you're doing it, coming off of methamphetamine specifically, pay attention to your diet, your exercise, and the amount of time that you're spending inside versus outside. It will change your whole life. It will change your life. Like exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. I know that this is like, you're probably thinking, what? This isn't information that is like, oh my gosh, wow, she's so smart. It's like really basic, right? But people don't understand how much what we are putting into our bodies really affects the way we feel. And because I'm on a healthy lifestyle journey, because I got diagnosed with diabetes in December because of how shitty I was eating, I have noticed the change in the way I feel, what time of day I wake up. I wake up every morning by 8 o'clock, huh? It's a Sunday, and I was up this morning at 8 o'clock. I wake up every morning early. Now, I couldn't do that. I was sleeping until like 11 or 12. Remember back in 2020, 2021, I would take my son to school. My husband would go to work, and I would stay in bed till noon. I know this isn't like information that is like blowing your minds right now, and it might seem so simple, but it's not. It's really not. And many people aren't taught these things when they're younger. They're not taught the importance of nutrition and moving their body. Physical and mental health go together. If you are physically unwell, then you're going to be mentally unwell. If you're mentally unwell, it's going to affect your physical. And so I just want you to know that if you're somebody who has tried to get sober from methamphetamine over and over and over again, a lot of you guys keep messaging me, how can I get sober from meth without having to take medication? By eating right and exercising and getting out in the sunlight. I'm telling you, it's that fucking simple. A lot of you guys want some magic pill. There's no magic pill. There's no magic pill to making you not think about or crave methamphetamine. Okay? Once you taste the level of energy and the level of high that methamphetamine gives you, it's really hard to forget that fucking euphoria. Okay? And there's not anything that's ever going to come close to it ever again in your life. I promise you that. But you can have a better life that is stable, not chaotic, and not drama-filled being sober from meth. And that is the positive side of meth addiction recovery, is having stability and having genuine happiness within you to where you don't have to take a substance like methamphetamine to make you feel different. And so I hope that this is making sense, because I had somebody just message me in my DMs asking me how I can help them without taking medicine for their meth addiction. And like, I know this is like, I keep repeating myself over and over again, but listen, I'll have 9 years sober. For 7.5 of those fucking years, I was miserable. I could not get out of my bed before noon. My bowel movements would be like so out of control. I was sick to my stomach all the time. I felt tired and shitty all the time. Depression on times 1,000. And since I have changed my diet and incorporated walking into my diet, I don't even walk every day, y'all. I walk like 3 times a week. And since I have done that, it has changed my life. Since I have taken myself from eating all these processed foods to eating vegetables, meat, fruit, water, my life has changed. I've lost 32, almost 33 pounds now in 4.5 months. All because I changed my diet. I went from eating processed, bullshit, nasty 5,000 to 6,000 calorie a day foods to eating at a calorie deficit, drinking plenty of water, sticking to vegetables, fruits, and meat. Boom. And it has made me feel like I'm a new woman. I have more energy now than I've ever had in my whole entire life. Okay, so that's my answer. That's my answer to those of you guys who are asking me about healing and getting better from. That is how you do it. You do it with diet, exercise, and sunlight. And of course, therapy helps as well. Never hold in your feelings. Talk about how you're feeling. That helps me a lot too. So I know this video is long. I hope it helped you.